குவாரண்டைன் கிரண்டைன் எதுவுமே கிடையாது.
Hello, Akshay. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, today you can hear me, no?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Cool. I mean, joining Zoom is a real struggle for me on a daily basis. I don't know why.
Oh, even the chemistry teacher took so much time to join today because of the problem.
Sorry?
Even the chemistry teacher couldn't join Zoom today.
Why do I can't hear your voice at all? I mean, I don't know what
Even the
happened.
chemistry teacher couldn't join Zoom today.
Okay.
Like he
Wait,
came
just give me
20
a second,
minutes
okay?
late. Like first he overslept and then his Zoom also was messed up.
One second, one second. Oh, now tell me. What were you telling?
Ma'am, yeah, even the chemistry teacher had problems today.
Okay, okay. Maybe it's because it's raining like cats and dogs today. Very badly it's raining. I hope my current stays on.
Oh
Um,
yeah, no flood.
yeah, like it's very bad rain.
I was there during the last flood, but now this time I'm not there.
Okay. So we'll quickly finish with the.
Ma'am, your screen is blank.
My screen is what?
Like I can't see anything. I can see a black screen.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just starting the video.
Okay, okay.
I didn't start. I just started the video. Hi. So it's very cold here. I don't feel like getting up. These are very rare cases in Chennai.
Oh, ma'am, it's some 17 degrees here right now.
Actually, what did you just say? You got frozen in between.
Oh, ma'am, it is 17 degrees right now.
That's Bangalore. See,
Like it's
when
become
you
too
are in a
cold this year.
desert and then you see rain, you'll be definitely happy. No.
Yeah, no, it's been too cold this year because lockdown and all was there. So less pollution, so it's very very cold. From November itself, it started. Like from September end, October
Mm.
beginning, it started.
Mm. Anyway, Bangalore summer is never a summer. So yeah.
But summer it's 40 here. Summer it reaches
You don't
40.
know what hot is. Never say it is hot. You don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what hot.
Yeah, in the night, it is.
Uh,
But when I come to Chennai now, I can't stay without AC, even in winter, summer, anytime.
can't stay without AC and all it seems, huh?
Like it's so humid in Chennai, right? Even in night, you will get warm air.
Yeah, yeah. But now it's not like that. I told you, no, yesterday it was literally very cold.
Yeah.
It's a
If you
climate
come to
which will make you
Bangalore,
very
you'll freeze.
lazy.
If you come to Bangalore, you'll freeze.
Yeah. I've been there. I've stayed there in Bangalore. I studied in a school called SVM.
Oh, where is it?
Somewhere around Jayanagar, some famous actors home opposite it is there. Sudarshan Vidya Mandir.
Oh, KGF actor Yash's house.
Sorry?
KGF actor's house, that Yash.
I don't think. No, no, this is a very old actor house.
Oh, then I
Yeah.
don't know.
So now we will just go through the last part.
When I lived in Chennai, I was just so fine cool.
Sorry?
When I lived in Chennai, like I didn't have problem with the hot weather. Then when I came here, and then now I come back to Chennai, now hot weather is very hot.
That's called adaptation. Adaptation.
Ma'am, now can you hear me clearly?
Sorry?
Now can you hear me clearly?
Now I can hear you clearly. Like it's loud. Earlier it wasn't loud.
No, that input volume was in automatically adjust. That's why
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
increased it now. So it's like manually increased it. So now it'll be fine.
Okay, fine. Now we will just start quickly. We'll finish this chapter today and we'll discuss some questions. If possible, I'll start the next chapter also. Oh, yeah. Share the screen. Okay. Can you see?
1 second, ma'am. It is still. It's black.
I think it's loading for you then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I can see. No power.
See? Yeah, no power. Exactly. So, see, whenever we don't have any power at home, what do we do? where do we go for? What do we look for?
Electricity board.
Electricity. But yeah, there are many people who have something called as generator or inverter or
Yeah.
for additional backup. Yes,
Yeah.
yes or no? So same way,
Like
when our
apartments have generators.
huh?
Apartments have generators.
Yeah, in our body, like apart from carbohydrates, we do have a power backup, which is
Fats.
either fats or proteins. So they also undergo the respiratory cycle.
Mm.
But how do they undergo? It is little different from carbohydrates. Because carbohydrates, first step is glycolysis. But in the case of fats and proteins, it is not glycolysis.
Mm.
Okay, so what happens? So first, let us just begin with fats. Okay. So when we talk about fats, fats are made up of two things. What is it? One is fatty acids and another is glycerol. So one glycerol, three fatty acids. In general, that's called triglyceride.
Mm.
Okay. So now, when we talk about how do the fats break down? Okay. So first step before it enters into the respiratory cycle, fat will first break down itself into fatty acids and glycerol.
Triglyceride, monoglyceride.
Yeah. Then that fatty acid and glycerol each will enter into the cycle separately.
Mm.
Okay. Now how that is going to happen? Okay. So as given here, you fatty acids and glycerol they cannot participate in the like as respiratory substrate directly.
Mm.
Okay. So what they do is they'll undergo a little bit of modification. So what modification or transformation is this? That's what we're going to see now.
Mm.
Okay. So fatty acids basically will undergo a cycle called as beta oxidation. What is it?
Beta oxidation.
Yes. So this beta oxidation will produce acetyl CoA. Now, where is this? What does acetyl CoA generally do?
Oh wait. Oh yeah, it converts pyruvate to citric. No,
Acetyl CoA generally enters into which cycle?
Krebs cycle.
Yes. So when they ask fats enter
Correct.
into which part of the respiratory cycle, what your answer should be?
Krebs cycle.
Krebs cycle. Okay. As what it enters?
Answer was wrong.
Sorry.
Like for a second you were quiet and then you said yes, so I thought answer was wrong.
Okay. Like, why is it called beta oxidation? That also you should know. So what happens is that in the fatty acid, okay, the beta carbon, there are alpha carbon, beta carbon, okay. So the beta carbon is undergoing oxidation. That is why it is called as beta oxidation.
And alpha carbon is reduction.
Alpha carbon will not undergo oxidation.
Reduction.
Not exactly. You can't say like that. But yeah, only the beta carbon. Beta carbon is basically the second carbon. Alpha carbon is the first carbon. Okay. Now, so once again, we'll revise. Fats are splitted into fatty acids and glycerol. Fatty acid cannot enter directly, neither can the glycerol enter directly. So
Yeah.
what will happen to the fatty acid? They'll be converted to
Acetyl CoA.
yes, acetyl CoA, and that process is called as
Krebs cycle. It is called beta oxidation.
yes, beta oxidation. Now, when this conversion is happening, one FADH2 and one NADH is also produced.
Hmm.
Okay, so apart from the like whatever energy molecules we get in Krebs cycle and electron transport and the others, there is also an additional FADH2 and NADH produced in the case of respiration of fats.
Hmm.
Is this clear? Okay, so now acetyl CoA, as we said earlier, it participates in the Krebs cycle. Okay, now when we talk about yes, so when we talk about the energy molecule that is produced, apart from FADH2 and NADH, there is also an ATP released during beta oxidation.
Hmm.
How many ATPs are released? One ATP is released per splitting.
Okay.
Okay, so if it is a triglyceride,
Hmm.
how many fatty acids will be there?
3.
3. Yes. So how many ATPs will be produced for that? For one fat molecule?
3.
3 ATPs. Is it so?
Hmm.
3 ATPs plus 3 into 3, that is 9 plus or 3 into 2, which is 6. So 6
Oh,
plus
you are
9.
taking total. Okay, then it will be
Total.
NADH is 3, 3 into 2, 6. FADH2 is 2, 2 into 3, 6. 6
3
plus,
threes are how much, sir?
no, 3, 6 plus 9. That is
Ah.
15. 15 plus 3 ATP, 18.
Yes. So that would be the total ATP you're getting when you break down
And then
fatty
in the
acids.
process, directly we get 1 ATP for every fatty acid plus FADH2 is 2 ATP and NADH 3 ATP, 6 ATPs, and
Yes.
times we get it. So 18.
Correct. Yes. So that was the fate of fatty acids. Now, when we talk about glycerol, what is going to happen to glycerol is glycerol is going to convert itself into DAP. Now, where did you see this DAP?
First, dihydroxyacetone phosphate is in this thing, glycolysis.
Glycolysis, right?
DAP and
That
DAP.
is which stage? Payoff stage or the return stage? I mean,
Return
sorry,
stage.
investment stage or payoff?
Payoff.
Exactly, payoff stage. So we saw that this dihydroxyacetone is an isomer of another molecule. What was it?
DAP and GAP.
So
Right.
GAP will undergo next to what cycle?
GAP.
Mm.
Before this thing, wait, what is it? Wait, GAP will undergo what cycle, like after glycolysis?
So it will basically undergo glycolysis.
That I know.
The payoff stage of glycolysis, yes or no?
Yeah.
So glycerol, by the process of oxidation, will be converted to DAP. This DAP will be further converted to GAP, and it will undergo glycolysis.
Yeah, phosphoglycerol. Oh, okay.
Okay. So if they ask you, where does fatty acid enter into the respiratory cycle?
Krebs cycle.
Krebs cycle. What about your glycerol?
Glycolysis.
Glycolysis. Which part of glycolysis?
DAP. Like
Okay.
yeah, DAP.
Beginning of the payoff stage. Okay. Then after that, it will undergo the same pyruvate, acetyl CoA, and all the respiration and Krebs cycle and everything. Okay. So now, how many ATPs are produced? So directly when the oxidation is happening, no such ATPs are produced. Okay. Only after the Krebs cycle, usual ATP amount is produced. Okay. So there's no additional ATPs that are produced here. That's all you have to remember. Okay. Now, so basically, okay. So people do a lot of exercise to burn fats. Yes or no? Hello. Actually, you're frozen. Hello. Hello. Akshay.
Ma'am,
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you. All of a sudden, you were frozen with your hand near your nose.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my Wi-Fi.
Okay. Yeah. So when we are all exercising, we are trying to burn fat, correct? But actually speaking, when we are all exercising, our body technically doesn't burn fat, but what it is going to burn is carbohydrates.
Okay.
Okay. After that carbohydrate is over, only it is going to burn fat. So now if you're going to gym to reduce weight,
that we learned, right? Keto diet, taking
correct.
fats.
Not keto diet as such, normal routine of your body. So if you're
Yeah, we
going,
learned first priority is carbohydrates, then it is fats, then it is.
correct. Exactly. So when you are going to gym and then you are exercising, at the same time you are loading yourself with like say sugar drinks and everything, you will never lose weight.
But I am doing that only.
Huh?
I'm doing that only.
Yes, but you won't lose weight until and unless you have an excellent metabolism. Okay, that's why people who go to gym go on no sugars, reduce their sugar intake and all, so that once that
like I don't increase or decrease, it will be the same weight.
Yeah, but if you want to see, like, see, there are people who want to see massive changes, in their body. For them, there's no point if they are having their regular routine and then exercising. Okay. So the reason behind this is because of respiration. Fine. Now, next is when we talk about another, like if suppose sometimes we don't have generators, so we go for alternate options like candles and everything, which is nothing but our proteins.
Protein.
Okay, so apart from your fats, the other alternative backup for us is proteins. Okay,
Protein.
now when we talk about proteins, proteins are made up of different types of amino acids. There are around 20 amino acids. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to break down these proteins into amino acids, and then the amino acid is going to enter into the respiratory cycle. Okay, so how is the protein going to be broken down into amino acids? By proteases enzyme.
This we already know.
Yes, this happens in the digestion process.
Right.
Okay, after that, what is going to happen to the yeah, so let's see what is going to happen to the different proteins. Let's say, for example, let us take glutamic acid. Okay, so when we take glutamic acid, this is the structure of
Glutamic.
acid. I hope you know the structure of amino acid.
Yes, ma'am. 1 second.
Okay, so amino acid is like a cross, a plus sign. What happened, Akshay? Again, you're frozen.
Can
Can you hear me? Hello? Okay.
ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah. So when you talk about amino acids will have a carbon in the center.
Hmm.
Okay. And then it will have one carboxyl group. What is a carboxyl group?
Ma'am, carboxyl. COO.
COO. So it has a COO group. Okay. It has an amine group,
NH3.
NH3. Okay. It will have one hydrogen. And it will have one functional group or any other attachment group, which we represent it as R. So that is this. So based on what this R is the one which can keep on changing in different amino acids. Okay.
Like this case,
Based on what that R is only, you're going to have different amino acids.
the
Okay.
remaining is constant. Yeah.
Which one is constant?
The remaining three C's
The
and
remaining three is constant. Yes. Yes. That is the structure of. So here in glutamic acid, we have CH2, CH2, COOH. What acid is this? I think ethyl.
CH2, CH2, COOH is acetic acid.
Ethanol, right?
Ethanoic acid.
So this is the structure of glutamic acid. So what we are going to do now here is we are going to remove this amine group. Removal of amine group is called as deamination.
Yeah, chemistry.
Okay. Now what will happen when I remove this amine group? It will get converted to keto group.
Ketone, yeah. So
That's how we are getting alpha keto glutaric acid. Where did we see this alpha keto glutaric acid?
Krebs cycle.
Exactly. So glutamic acid will directly enter into the
Krebs cycle.
yes. Okay. Now, when we talk about this particular acid called aspartic acid, okay, it will also undergo deamination process and it will form oxaloacetic acid. Again, this is also seen in Krebs cycle.
Oh.
Yes. So they also will. But the point here you have to understand is different amino acids are going to enter at different points of your Krebs cycle.
Krebs cycle.
Unlike, say, for example, in the case of fatty acids,
propanoic acid. That is propanoic acid.
it's propanoic acid.
Yeah. There's
Sure.
three.
I'm
Yeah,
very bad at chemistry. Okay.
This is ethanoic acid.
Yeah, I was trying to remember methyl, ethyl.
No, there is two C's here. You have to count the C present in the COOH also.
The three C's, no.
Here there is two. There was three.
There was three. Yeah.
So it is
So here it is
propanoic.
two.
Here there is only two.
Okay. Cool. So now what happens is that like fatty acids will always enter in the form of acetyl CoA into Krebs cycle. Glycerol will always enter into the glycolytic pathway as DAP. When you talk about amino acids alone, it can be different cases. It can enter, it will enter into the Krebs cycle, but sometimes it will enter into oxaloacetic acid or sometimes it will enter into the alpha keto glutarate, depending upon the amino acid. Is that clear?
Ma'am, and which part of which subheading is this under?
Sorry?
Which subheading this is under in the textbook?
In your respiration chapter, towards the end, there will be like a big cycle, amphibolic pathway.
Fats, carbohydrates, proteins.
Can you see where the protein goes and joins? It will go and join at the Krebs cycle.
Protein, amino acids, pyruvic acid, Krebs cycle. Fats is directly going to acetyl-CoA.
Mm,
Carbohydrates, simple sugar, glucose 6, the other is glycolysis.
yes. But they did not show you the internal split up. Right now, I explained you how the internal split up happens.
So I should know the internal split up also.
Yes. It's not like the entire fat molecule goes to the acetyl-CoA, right? Yes. Or the glycerol part goes somewhere else, and fatty acid part goes somewhere else. No, that's why. Okay. Now, yes.
Time to build muscle.
So yeah, like see, your body is made up of protein, yes or no? So if a person wants to develop muscles, I hope you have seen, they eat this raw egg a lot. Like
Yeah.
after they break it. Yes.
Yeah,
Why do they do that?
for protein.
For no reason.
For protein.
For protein, okay.
It's
So
very
these
bad.
the proteins basically what they're going to do, they are the ones who are going to build up the muscles. Okay, so after they burn out all the carbohydrates, all their fats, the next step is muscle building. So for muscle building, they'll start eating a lot of protein at the same time exercise. So what will happen is their muscles will start developing. So that is how you build your muscles. Okay, and you go on a very strict protein diet. Okay, so when we yes, so now give me the answer for this question. Fatty acids enter Krebs cycle as
Acetyl.
correct, acetyl-CoA. Then so now we will see, like, we know that all these processes are going to give us energy, yes or no? So let's see like how much energy is being provided by each molecule. Let's see the total energy sheet. Okay. So when we talk about fats, see, this is what you will see in your this one
Yeah.
textbook.
Ma'am, Calvin is in this chapter.
Calvin cycle is a part of photosynthesis.
Yeah, not in this chapter.
No, it's not in this chapter. Okay. This is not important. This is also not important. We have already done it. So this is basically to explain to you what do you mean by amphibolic process. Okay. I hope you know what is metabolism. Do you know?
Now breakdown of it.
No.
Oh wait. Catabolism is breakdown of
Correct.
food particles or anything for energy.
Correct.
Metabolism is some growth related something. Wait.
No. Any physical or
It is conversion. Like it is like energy you get from food.
Not necessary. See, metabolism means any reaction that is happening within your body.
To release energy.
No, not necessary. Again, it's not like that. Okay, your metabolism combines two things. One is anabolism, another is catabolism.
Catabolism is release of.
Yes, catabolism is breaking down, anabolism is formation. Okay, and when both of these happens together in a particular cycle or a pathway, you call it as amphibolic pathway.
With
yes.
both metabolism and catabolism.
Anabolism, yes.
Sorry, anabolism and catabolism.
Yes. So, like metabolism means any physical or chemical process that happens within your body to keep your body functioning. Okay, is called as metabolism, and this is a characteristic that defines living organism. So, if you ask how can you differentiate a living organism and non-living? Growth. No, growth is not a property.
Metabolism.
Yes, metabolism. See, why growth is not a property? Because you are growing when your cells divide. Yes or no? At the same time, have you seen sand dunes? Piling up of sand. That is also a type of growth only, no? But sand is living?
No.
Then how can you tell growth as a defining property? Okay, so we can't say. So if I want to differentiate a living and a non-living thing, then I should have a property which is exclusively for living. And that is metabolism. Is this concept clear? What happened?
Oh, ma'am, I don't know. My video went like this and came back to this.
Sorry?
No, my video went to the right and came back to the left. So I started laughing.
Okay. I don't know. I think Zoom is haunted.
No, it is
Uh,
called mirror video. If you do that, it'll go, you'll get a mirror image. So if I do
Oh.
that,
Oh yeah, I remember this. Now what is on your head? Again, it is recorded, Akshay. Okay.
I never get to see the recordings. I don't know where recordings go only.
You don't get the recordings.
No.
You should ask them then.
Like they post for everything, but biology they don't. But I don't like I get the PPT right immediately after class.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. If
Like
there's
in all
any
the
doubt,
other
you can
classes,
ask me.
everyone is full quiet. So the recording will be only teaching. But here it's only me and only you. So I don't think they put the recording.
Okay, okay, yeah. That's a good thing actually. So I know if you're turning on the filter or off the filter. Yeah.
No,
That's
because
nice.
in the recording, whoever talks, the screen won't be pinned. Whoever talks, it'll be switched to them.
Okay, okay.
So that way, if I whenever like I'm talking, you're talking. So the recording will keep switching.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay, so whenever they ask you what is respiration, a catabolic process or an anabolic process, earlier your answer should have been catabolic because it's breakdown, but right now your answer should be amphibolic because it involves both breaking down as well as formation of substances. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now how that is happening? Okay, so basically what happens is after the respiratory pathway, the respiratory substrates are there, no? That is your amino acids, fatty acids and all.
Mm.
So amino acids will be used up in the body to again produce proteins.
Mm.
And fatty acids and glycerols will be again used up for building fats. Okay, and what will happen? The same amino acids and fatty acids also can be broken down.
Mm.
So either way, both are going to happen. And that is the reason why respiration is amphibolic. Sorry?
They'll be broken down and they'll be stored.
Yes, they'll be formed also. That's the reason. Okay. You're obsessed with that thumbs up, I think. Okay. So breaking down of complex molecules is known as
All of no.
eh?
Bomb.
Catabolism. Anabolism is formation.
Formation.
Both together is amphibolism.
Both together.
Okay. Respiration is what type of a process?
Amphibolism.
Amphibolic process. Okay, good. Now, I seriously don't want to tell you the story about this.
Running
Okay.
track.
It's just to talk about the rate of respiration. Okay. So yes, these are all not necessary. What are the different factors that are going to affect your respiration? Okay. So when the temperature is high, your rate of respiration is also going to be high. Okay. So as the temperature keeps increasing, the rate of respiration also will increase. But after a point of time, it will get saturated. I want you to look here. See here, the graph. Can you see the graph here?
It will increase up to a certain extent. After that, no more increase.
Yes. Why is that so?
Because
After a point, there is a decrease. See here, no, there is a decrease. Can you see this decrease?
no oxygen.
The reason is because, see, whenever all these reactions that we are talking about, the respiration is enzymatic, right?
The enzyme will run over.
Yeah, at high temperatures, the enzymes can't function. That is the reason when you are very, very like sick, when you have fever, you don't feel like eating anything, right? Why? Because your enzymes don't function. Your entire body is going to be drained of energy at high temperatures. Okay, so enzymes are proteins and proteins get denatured at high temperatures. That's the reason why enzymes don't work at high temperature.
When DNA, this thing, denaturation at high temperature.
Correct. Proteins also denature at high temperature. Okay, and that is why if you have learned in your 12th standard about in a biotechnology chapter.
Denaturation of DNA primer annealing extension.
No, you would have learned about an enzyme called Thermus aquaticus.
No, I haven't reached that part. I'm not done with that.
It's a very important question
Like
also.
which chapter is it in? Biotechnology or applications of biotechnology?
I think it's application, yeah.
I have to start application.
Okay. So there is a technique called as PCR technique, polymerase chain reaction.
Polymerase chain reaction, that I,
You did it?
that I did.
Then you didn't learn about.
I learned Taq polymerase, and then I learned, I didn't learn about thermos, or he might have told. I don't
Taq
know.
polymerase is derived from which organism, sir?
Something, I don't know.
Thermus aquaticus.
Oh, yeah. In bracket, he's written something.
Okay, so basically, on a normal basis, we use DNA polymerase enzyme inside our body.
But
But this happens at a very extreme high temperature, which cannot be tolerated by DNA polymerase. So we have an alternative thermoacidophile. Its name is Thermus aquaticus. From there, we derive a similar enzyme, which is called Taq polymerase. Understood? I can't hear you.
yes, ma'am.
Yes. So inside our body, whenever the temperature raises, enzymes are not going to function. So initially, when the temperature is rising, your respiration rate at which it happens also will increase. But once the temperature has gone over a limit, definitely the respiration rate will
Decrease.
That's it. That's the logic here. Okay. So there is always something called as optimum temperature. Okay. Optimum temperature or optimum condition is the condition in which the entire reaction happens in a proper way. Okay. So at optimum temperature, your rate of respiration will be maximum.
At optimum temperature, rate of respiration will be maximum.
Yeah. So this portion here, the green color circle portion is the optimum temperature. And then when the temperature is kind of not very low, but somewhat low, the rate of respiration will be increasing gradually.
And the green part at which it's constant for some time, it is optimum temperature.
Yes, yeah. That's a maximum. Okay. Next is oxygen concentration. That is also going to determine the rate of respiration. Okay. So basically, they're directly proportional. More oxygen, more rate of respiration. That's why here it is given as rate of respiration is directly proportional to oxygen concentration. Okay. Then, but then there are certain organisms, like for example, when you talk about Saccharomyces cerevisiae, your yeast.
Brewer's yeast.
Yes, it is a facultative anaerobe. What is a facultative anaerobe?
It can. Oh wait, 3 types of anaerobes are there. It can tolerate oxygen. No, it cannot tolerate oxygen. It needs pure.
That is obligate. Obligate means compulsory. Facultative means optional.
Option. Oh yeah, it can use oxygen whenever it wants. If
Yes,
it wants.
generally it will survive under non-oxygen conditions. But sometimes if it has oxygen also, it will be like, okay, paravala na saaptukkuren types.
It is there in brewing and baking.
Yes, yeah. So your Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a facultative anaerobe. So whenever there is oxygen, it will move from anaerobic to aerobic.
Whenever there is no oxygen, it will
just be anaerobic. This shift is called as Pasteur effect.
Pasteur effect.
Yes. So Pasteur effect is nothing but inhibition of anaerobic respiration. That is, if there is oxygen, the anaerobic respiration will be stopped.
If there is no oxygen,
and it will go into aerobic respiration mode. So this is seen in which organism?
Saccharomyces cerevisiae.
Yes, that's nothing but your yeast. Okay. Then rate of respiration and carbon dioxide are inversely proportional.
Wait, this is the second thing, right? Rate of reaction directly proportional to oxygen.
The Munari temperature. This is the third one.
The third one.
Yes. Rate of respiration is inversely proportional to carbon dioxide concentration.
Carbon dioxide concentration is more respiration rate.
Yes. So respiration also will not happen if the carbon dioxide is more. Okay. Then salt concentration. That is when I say salt concentration, your ions, potassium, sodium, chloride ions. Okay. When their concentration is high also, respiration rate will increase. Okay. Now, do you have any idea why this happens?
More ions are available. Ma'am?
That is not, that is not, that is what I'm asking. Why? So what? More ions are available. So what? How does it affect the respiration rate?
Uh, that I don't know.
Okay. There is something called as salt respiration.
Salt respiration.
Yes, salt respiration. Okay. So when you put a cell in a highly concentrated salt solution, like say, like you, I hope you know what is a hypertonic solution.
Concentration, the hypertonic, isotonic.
Yes, in hypertonic, your salt content will be more and the water content will be
Water will
less.
be less. In hypo, it will be water will be more, salt will be less.
Yes. So when I keep a cell in such a place, what is going to happen is water from the cell will move out
Out.
and the salt content in from the cell, I mean from the solution will be absorbed by the cell.
So it become turgid.
Yeah. So in order to absorb that salt, okay, the cell requires a lot of energy.
Hmm.
So what will happen is respiration rate will increase. Okay. This type of respiration is called as salt respiration.
Salt respiration.
Did you get an idea of what is salt respiration?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you keep, when there is a lot of salt content, the cell has to absorb them. In order to absorb them, it requires a lot of energy, as a result of which rate of respiration will increase in a salt solution. Okay. So temperature, at optimum temperature, respiration rate is going to be the maximum.
At optimum temperature, respiration rate is going to be the maximum.
Yes. When the temperature increases, respiration rate is going to
decrease.
Yes. Next is oxygen. What is the relationship between oxygen and respiration rate?
Directly proportional.
Yes. What about carbon dioxide?
Inversely proportional.
And what about salt content?
Salt content directly proportional.
Okay. Ethylene. Ethylene is a plant hormone. Okay. So now when ethylene is there in like when you spray ethylene also, respiration rate is going to increase. Why is that so? Any idea?
Don't know.
Hmm?
No clue.
Okay. So like see when we're talking about ripening of fruits, the hormone that is going to help is ethylene. Okay. So when a fruit is getting ripened, what happens is more and more glucose is like converted to like sorry, more and more starch is converted to glucose. You got the logic here? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. When
So when
starch is converted to glucose.
glucose, yes. So when more glucose is produced, that glucose is going to be broken down.
Yeah, so more respiration rate.
Correct. So if you see in a ripened fruit, the respiration rate will be higher when you compare to unripened fruit. Same way, when you talk about a seed, yes, when a seed is about to germinate, it requires a lot of energy. So the rate of respiration in germinating seeds is very, very high. Okay. So now if the amount of ethylene is high, rate of respiration is also going to be high. Remember this. Okay. Then light intensity. So rate of respiration is also directly proportional to light intensity.
Rate of reaction is directly proportional to light intensity.
Now, why is this so?
More light, more photosynthesis.
That is also there. That is one reason. So more light, more photosynthesis. Apart from that, the light also controls to a certain amount of the stomata opening, closing.
Okay. And ma'am, light temperature will little bit increase sunlight.
That is there. Also oxygen content.
And then stomatal pores will open.
Yes. So that's the reason why light, whenever the light intensity increases, your rate of respiration increases. There are two reasons. One, because it produces a lot of rate of photosynthesis also will increase. And two is that the stomatal pore will open.
And then, yeah, that's all.
Okay. Then the next factor is?
So many factors. Ma'am, which topic this comes under? Respiratory balance sheet or?
Yeah, we'll come to that. Wait. Okay. So whenever a plant is injured or like it has affected with a disease or a wound, what happens to the respiration rate?
It increases. So how?
High.
Or to fulfill the energy requirement.
Yeah, now what is going to happen is whenever something is repaired, something is like injured, we have to repair it.
More, yeah, we have to repair. So for that, energy is required. So more.
Yeah. So energy is required to produce new cells.
Hmm.
So rate of respiration in such plants also will increase.
Hmm.
So temperature, optimum temperature, rate of respiration will increase. Oxygen is directly proportional to rate of temperature. Carbon dioxide is inversely proportional. Light is directly proportional. Ethylene is directly proportional.
Very directly proportional.
Yeah, in whenever injured or disease or wound, that also is directly proportional. So you better understand the reason behind it. Just don't remember it as directly proportional or inversely proportional.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then inhibitors. What are inhibitors?
Inhibitors. We learned no.
Inhibitors are basically things that stop the reaction. They inhibit the reaction. Stop.
Stimulators are something that will start the reaction.
Yeah. So there are enzymes that are there in your the respiration cycle, right? So these inhibitors will go and bind with those enzymes and stop the process in midway. So definitely the respiration rate will,
Decrease.
yes. So that is what happens in the presence of inhibitors. Okay. Then age. Respiration rate will increase in, I mean, it will be high in young leaves.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason is because young leaf is growing and it is more and more new cells are produced. So
Yeah, like
therefore, in young leaf, it will be more.
will be more this thing in young people.
Yes, in matured leaf, it will be less. Please
Hmm.
understand the reason, okay?
Hmm.
Otherwise, there's no point in studying this.
Yeah.
Again, water content is high, rate of respiration is high.
Right. Why
Why?
water content? Because photosynthesis takes place faster.
Actually, the reason is because in plants, if you
Energy is
see,
required for transportation of water,
yes, water is a medium of transportation of substances.
and energy is required for that.
Yes, so your enzymes, your what do you call the substrate, everything is basically transported via water. So if there is less water, less transportation and less respiration rate.
Hmm.
More water, more transportation, more respiration rate.
Hmm.
Okay, so at the end, these are the different factors that are affecting the rate of respiration. It's important to know this,
Yes, ma'am.
and you should know when what is going to increase. So what about salt respiration? What would happen to the respiration rate?
Salt. Okay. So salt will increase the respiration rate.
Why?
Oh wait. Oh, example like the hyper in a hypertonic solution. When you place the when a plant cell is placed, water will move out and salt content will enter into the cell.
Hmm.
So
So respiration rate will increase. No.
no, ma'am. Like I was about to tell, then I forgot. Ma'am, see temperature. I know.
Answer my question. Don't go beating around the bush. Tell me the answer for my question.
Thinking, ma'am. I'm thinking. Wait, ma'am. I will
Yeah,
think.
when you traveled to Hawaii and places like that with your filter, you should have listened to me, no?
No, ma'am. Wait, ma'am. I took notes of this.
I told you to understand the logic behind it. When you're absorbing a lot of ions, you require a lot of
Oh, you
energy.
got a lot of energy. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
What about hormones?
Ethylene
Ethylene was an example. So when the hormone concentration increases, what happens to the rate of respiration?
increases.
Increases.
Yes.
Okay. Then injury or diseased plants, rate of respiration.
Increases.
Why?
To repair the injured parts.
Very good.
More energy
Then inhibitors.
decreases
Okay. Why?
because inhibitors stop the functioning of hormone.
Okay. Good.
Enzyme, sorry.
This anyway.
Ma'am, my choice is the decayed apple.
Sorry.
My choice is the one on the right
Why?
because it looks like damn nice.
Very nice. Okay. Now we come to this concept of respiratory quotient. So respiratory quotient is equivalent. It's represented as RQ. It is volume of carbon dioxide by volume of oxygen.
Hmm.
That's it. No, nothing else to understand in this.
So
Okay.
volume of CO2 to ratio of volume of carbon dioxide.
Yes. I'll be giving you this. Okay. So now what we are going to see for the different respiratory substrate, what are the different RQs?
Hmm.
Okay. So let's start with glucose. So when I break down glucose, how many carbon dioxide am I getting?
6 CO2.
Yes. And how many oxygen am I using?
6 O2.
So
So
6 by 6 is
1.
so always for carbohydrates, remember this.
Hmm.
What is the respiratory quotient?
1.
It's important for you to remember it by heart.
Hmm.
Okay, wow. Now, so as I said, it's 1. Then when you talk about tripalmitin, tripalmitin is a fat.
Fat.
This
It's
is a commonly asked question. Again, I'm telling you. Okay.
0.7 it is.
Yeah. Have 102 CO2 and 145 O2.
So 102 by 145 0.7.
Yes. So 0.7 is for fats.
Hmm.
1 is for
Carbohydrates.
0.7 is for,
Fats.
remember, tripalmitin is a fat. Okay. Albumin is what?
Protein.
Yes. When you break down proteins, 63 by 77 is
60.
0.8.
Ma'am, wait, ma'am, I'll tell you. 63 it is 0.84.
Yes. Okay. Even if you don't remember this reaction, it is okay. But you need to remember this value.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then, so if I say RQ is 1, which is my substrate?
Carbohydrate.
Good. Then, if my, so this is a final table. So proteins, it will vary from somewhat like 0.5 to 0.9.
Yeah, depends on the
Yes.
protein.
Now tell me something in anaerobic respiration. What is the RQ?
How will I know, ma'am?
You should know. You know what is RQ?
Huh.
What is RQ?
The volume of the CO2 divided by volume of O2.
Now
Zero.
tell me.
Zero.
Apply the same logic to anaerobic respiration.
0, 0, 0.
0? How?
O2 is not there only, no.
Carbon dioxide is produced, no, but
Yeah, so anything divided by 0 is
anything divided by 0 is
infinite.
0 or infinity?
Ma'am, don't confuse, ma'am. It is
0 divided by 1 is what? 0.
0 divided by 1 is 0.
1 divided by 0 is?
infinite. Undefined.
Okay. Please don't get confused with that.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So yes, this is a gross calorific. This is the table that you would have seen in your what?
Textbook.
Okay. So fatty acids and glycerol. Your glycerol is going to enter into the DAP. Fatty acids will directly enter into the Krebs cycle.
Krebs
The
cycle and
cycle
even
that is given in your textbook is not correct. It is not full information. Partial information. Okay. So yes, that's it with the entire respiration chapter. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to find out how many ATPs are there in everything, the total respiratory sheet for aerobic respiration. Okay, so let's just calculate it manually. And with that, we are done for the, with this particular chapter.
For the
Now
day.
you have to study and write a test. Did you write a test on digestion?
No, ma'am.
You didn't write a. I gave the question paper long back.
Oh, you gave her. Okay, I'll ask today.
Yeah. I gave her the question paper very long back.
It's only some 10 minutes, right? It'll take.
There are only, I think, 20 questions or something.
So 20 minutes it'll take.
Yeah. Not more than that.
So I should try to finish it in 10 minutes.
Yes. That should be your speed. Okay. So now, why is it not sensing?
Ma'am, I can see
Once again,
white
I'm
screen.
all stuck. So stuck. Okay. Yes. Got it. Can go away. Okay, now fine. So what are the different steps that are involved in aerobic respiration? First one,
First one is glycolysis.
Glycolysis, yes. Second one,
Oxidative decarboxylation.
I'm not writing the full thing. I'm just writing oxidative decarb. Third one,
Is Krebs cycle.
also known as,
Citric acid cycle.
also known as
TCA cycle.
DCA cycle. Two full forms I told you. What is the other full form?
That scientist name.
No. That is EMP pathway. That is glycolysis.
The citric acid cycle.
It's also known as the carboxylic acid cycle.
Then electron transport chain.
Last step.
Oxidative phosphorylation.
Okay. Now, let's count the total ATP produced and total NADH produced,
Totally 4 ATP in glycolysis.
total FADH2 produced, and finally the total. Okay. So in glycolysis cycle, 4 ATPs.
2 is gone, 4 is remaining.
Are you sure 4 ATPs produced?
No, ATP is not 4. Total.
Tell me each and every energy molecule. How many ATPs are produced?
1. No. 2.
And how many NADH produced?
Wait, it's not 2 ATPs.
Open your textbook, see the glycolysis cycle.
It is 2 ATPs are produced. 2 ATPs are invested also.
Don't see the invested part now. Chuck that.
Okay, 2 ATPs are produced. Yeah, 2 ATPs. 1 NADH.
This is for one molecule of glucose you're telling?
For 1 molecule of glucose, 4 ATPs produced. And then 2 NADH is produced. And 0 FADH is produced.
Okay. I'm going with the logic you're saying. Okay. So since you said 4, I'm putting 4 here. NADH is? NADH is 2, no? Okay. This is your calculation, not mine. Now oxidative decarboxylation, how many?
Ma'am, wait, ma'am. That's not my calculation. Totally, ma'am, if you see.
In oxidative decarboxylation, there is no ATP, there is only one NADH.
Glycolysis. Glycolysis.
Glycolysis total we will see at the end. Now you tell me.
Ma'am, put total 4, ma'am. You put in total, you put 4.
Okay. You're telling me to put total 4.
For 1 molecule of glucose. So 6 are there, 2 is gone, 4 is there. No, it is not possible. Only, wait, ma'am, it is not possible. 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, ma'am, ATP is just 2.
Which one? This is 2? Okay, you're saying 2. Let me put 2. Okay, it's oxidative decarboxylation.
0 0 0
0. Adi vaanguva. One NADH is produced there. So for one molecule, see, whatever we are seeing right now, Akshay, listen here. Whatever we are seeing right now is for one molecule of glucose, per glucose. So I already told you that per glucose, how many times this oxidative decarboxylation will happen?
Twice.
So what will happen is this oxidative decarb, your NADH will be 2. So 2 into 3, which is?
3. Sorry. Wait, 6. Wait. 6 minus 2, 4. Correct. First one.
In Krebs cycle, per glucose molecule, how many FADH2 is produced?
1.
Addi vaanguva per glucose. 2. What about NADH?
1, 2, 3. 6.
Good. ATP?
None.
1 GTP is produced. No, that is equivalent to ATP.
Yeah, you told GTP.
Yes.
So
Calculate. 6 3s are?
6 3s are 18.
Plus 2 3s are?
6. 18 plus 6, 24. 24 plus 4 is 28.
24 plus 4, 24 plus 2.
Only 2 ATP, 26.
20?
1 FADH2 is equivalent to 2 ATP. 2 ATPs, no?
Yes, 2 2s are 4.
4. So 6 threes are 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. 22 plus another 2 is 24 only, not 26.
I'm not calculating at all. I'm just adding what you're saying.
Oh.
ETC le any production?
In ETC, yes.
None. No
No,
energy
it is
molecules.
used. It is
It's a
used.
bank. It is going to deposit only.
Yeah. Only into matrix.
Yes. Even in oxidative phosphorylation also, the total ATP is nothing.
The total ATP produced is 34. But we are too short, I feel.
Where are we short now? Tell me that.
In glycolysis.
NADH is 2 threes are 6 plus or 2 ATP. How much ATPs are produced in total?
8.
8. Add it
Oh.
now.
Okay, 8.
8 plus 6 plus 24 is
38. We are still 2 more.
30.
8.
Now minus 2. That investment phase.
Oh,
So minus 2. How much it is?
36.
This is your final aerobic respiration ATP.
I'll take screenshot of this.
Now I'll send you, don't worry.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
send a better version of it.
This is very neat, so it is very easy to understand.
Yeah, like this I'll put and I'll send it, no problem.
No, you'll
Okay?
send
So I will send you for per glucose molecule, the same calculation.
Yes, ma'am.
But you understood, right? So
Yes.
now if they are asking like only for Krebs cycle, you should know, read the question 2 to 3 times. If it's per glucosa, illa verum Krebs cycle. If they have,
It is 12 for Krebs cycle.
which is it?
If they ask for per pyruvate molecule, means divide
Yes.
by 2.
Yes, it will be 12 here.
18 totally will be produced per pyruvate molecule.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope this logic you understood. Okay. So this is only part that was left out in your this one. Okay. So we are done with this respiration chapter. I think it's time for you to open up the question.
Yes.
Open the MTG one.
1 second.
Let me also open.
Ma'am, just tell me if you see any difference in my video.
I don't know which page I have to check. 1 second. Oh, where's the group? I sent it in the group, no?
Yes. Ma'am, do you see any difference in my video?
Sorry?
Do you see any difference in my video?
Yeah.
What do you see, ma'am?
Yeah. I'm highly ignoring you right now.
Ma'am, I have a beard and all, according to the video.
I know, I saw.
I have red.
Oh. Ah, my God, this kid is obsessed with this.
Ma'am, the filter is very funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this filter until your class started.
You're exploring, with my class. Hey, படிக்கிறதுட்டு எல்லாம் பண்ணுன.
No, ma'am. I was like just checking and then I saw.
Checking.
Like,
Very important, yes.
wait, ma'am, where is the document you sent? I'm trying to find.
Are you opening the respiration chapter?
MTG last 30 years. No, I'm trying to
Yes.
find where the document is saved in my laptop. Ma'am, which page it is?
Yeah, I'm just opening once again. Biomolecules வந்துடுச்சு. Respiration should come anytime.
Breathing and exchange of gases. This is Krebs cycle. I'll put.
Mineral nutrition.
Found.
It's in page number
Ma'am, it's in page number
189.
180. I'm in 180. Not 189, ma'am.
Yeah,
Like-
it is 189.
Like I'm in page 180. Document page 180. Textbook page 179.
I don't know. It's showing me 189. I don't know why.
Okay. Which statement is wrong for Krebs cycle?
Yeah, first 5 questions. First you solve, then we will discuss.
Ma'am, can I discuss answer?
You're not going to discuss. We'll discuss the answer once you tell me the answer.
Can I okay, which statement is wrong for Krebs cycle? There is one point during conversion of succinyl-CoA to succinic acid, MolyPG cycle starts with condensation of acetyl group, acetyl with pyruvic acid to yield citric. There are 3 points. NADH is reduced to NAD. There is 1 point in the cycle, FADH. Okay. Ma'am, the second one answer is acetyl CoA. Ma'am,
Huh?
second one, which of the following biomolecules in fat is common to respiration mediated breakdown of fats and carbohydrates and proteins?
That's
Acetyl
correct.
CoA.
Acetyl is correct. First one answer.
First one is there is one point where FAD is produced in cycle. That is correct. First point is correct. During conversion of cycle starts with condensation of acetyl group acetyl CoA with pyruvic acid to yield citric acid.
That is wrong.
Pyruvic acid is converted to acetyl CoA to enter Krebs cycle. I know.
Okay. So what should be the correct statement there?
It should be the cycle starts with the conversion of pyruvic acid to acetyl CoA to form citric acid.
Yeah. So here, how the statement will change is normally your acetyl CoA will condense with oxaloacetic acid to form citric acid.
Okay.
So I told you, no, oxaloacetic acid and acetyl will combine.
Hmm.
That reaction is condensation reaction.
Hmm.
Okay. So instead of pyruvic acid, the molecule there should have been oxaloacetic acid.
Okay, ma'am.
That's why that statement is wrong. Okay, that answer is correct. Next one.
Oh, 1 second. Which of the following biomolecules I told you it is acetyl CoA?
That's correct.
Oxidative phosphorylation, that is the last step. Formation of ATP by transfer of phosphate group. First one is not the answer.
Okay.
Oxidation of phosphate group in ATP, addition of phosphate group in ATP, formation of ATP by energy released from electrons removed during substrate oxidation. Ma'am, is it oxidation of phosphate group in ATP?
Once again. It's option D.
That is formation of ATP by energy released from electrons removed during substrate oxidation.
That makes more sense, no?
Yeah, but we told no ATP is formed.
No. That is not. See, why we didn't calculate the ATP there, you know? Basically, you remember everywhere you learned that NADH is equal to 3 ATPs, FADH2 is equal to 2 ATPs. Yes, we calculated that or not? Now, where is this NADH and FADH2 going to get converted to ATP?
In oxidative phosphorylation.
Yes. So here, that's why I said the last two step is like a bank. You're just going to deposit what you already have and going to get it. There is no new ATP formed. It is just from the NADH and FADH2. That's why in the cycle, I put it as like no ATP there. Got the logic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that the answer should be the last one. Formation of ATP by energy released from electrons removed during substrate oxidation.
Cytochromes are found in not lysozymes.
Come on, this is easy.
Matrix. It is not out.
See this. Where did you see the cytochrome option?
In ETS.
ETS, yes. Where was that ETS happening?
From matrix to my inner mitochondrial space.
Inner mitochondrial membrane is also known as
Cristae.
So the answer will be yes. So A. Okay.
In which of the following processes CO2 is not released?
In which of the following? Oh yeah. Come on, answer. I have asked you the same question.
It is not aerobic respiration in animals. It is not aerobic respiration in plants also. It is lactate fermentation.
Very good. Why?
Because alcoholic fermentation, CO2 is released.
Why it's carbon dioxide not produced in lactate fermentation?
Because there is no carbon available itself.
Carbon available itself.
Ma'am, like in ethyl, like alcohol fermentation, there's carbon available, so carbon dioxide is released.
No, that's not the reason. This is like this. I don't know, fifth time maybe I'm repeating the same thing. Ethyl alcohol is 1 carbon less than your pyruvate. But pyruvate and lactic acid are 3 carbons.
Lactic acid have the same number of carbons.
That's the reason. Okay, next one, sixth one.
Which of the metabolites is common to respiration-mediated breakdown of fats, carbons, and proteins? Acetyl-CoA.
Yes, this is a very important question. Trust me, many papers this as the question has been repeated.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, next one.
Three boxes in the diagram represent three major biosynthetic pathways in aerobic respiration. Arrows represent net reactants or products.
4, 8, 12. So glucose is entering that pathway. What pathway should that be?
Glycolysis.
Correct. So when out of glycolysis, what are you going to get?
What out of glycolysis?
Yeah, like see, you're going to
Pyruvic
okay.
acid.
Now, how to understand this particular question is read along with me, okay? So from pathway A, after the pathway A, there is an arrow that goes to pathway B, which is termed as 2.
Hmm.
Okay, so that should be your ideally the pyruvate molecule.
Yeah, I think, ma'am, I think it is not H2O. It can't be H2O.
Mm.
It can't be FAD plus or FADH2.
Why?
Ma'am, because FADH is released, wait, in Krebs cycle, FADH is released once.
Okay.
In pathway C is ETS, right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Wait. Okay. So now, the 3, can you see the third one? The third line, the third arrow? From pathway A, it is going to pathway C.
That means it is, I think it is fats and all that. No.
After a reaction is over, after your glucose is broken down, what are the things you're going to get? You're going to get carbon dioxide, water, pyruvate, and you're also going to get ATP and NADH. Now let's not talk about water here because it's not going to pass on. And let's not talk about carbon dioxide because that is also not going to pass on. What is going to pass on is pyruvate. That will be your number 2. Now what is left out? NADH is left out and ATP is left out. ATP is not going to enter into any other cycle. Is it going to enter or not?
Ma'am, I think 4, 8 and 12 are ATP because in pathway C, in the end, 12th, number 12, it should be ATP
Yes.
that's released.
Yes. So what is liberated and it is not going to go to the next pathway means that is ATP.
Because ATP,
Okay.
NADH is currency, so it can keep passing on. FADH
Yes.
also is currency, it can keep passing on. But
Yes.
ATP is the simplified form.
Correct. So the answer here is ATP. Understood the logic how to find out?
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
In mitochondria, protons accumulate in the H plus goes from matrix to intermembrane space.
Correct. Very good. Next one.
The energy releasing metabolic process in which substrate is oxidized without external electron acceptor. It is not photorespiration because we have never learned about it. It is not aerobic respiration. I think it is glycolysis.
No.
Not glycolysis. Hello?
Yeah, it's not the correct answer.
Okay, 1 second. Where is energy releasing metabolic process without external electron acceptor?
Yeah. See, in aerobic respiration, your oxygen is going to be the electron acceptor. But in the case of anaerobic respiration, there is no oxygen. Okay. So what happens is internally itself, they will have an electron acceptor. So therefore, your answer is going to be your anaerobic respiration.
Photorespiration. I mean, sorry, fermentation.
Fermentation, yes.
Aerobic respiratory pathways approximately termed as amphibolic.
Correct. Next one.
The
Chemiosmotic coupling hypothesis. Okay, so we didn't do the chemiosmotic theory. Oh, that is left out. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Something is left out. Okay. The chemiosmotic theory, I will pick it up later, not today. Okay. We will deal it tomorrow. Just that question alone, leave it. See, chemiosmotic theory,
Tomorrow, no class, no?
I mean, Tuesday.
Okay, like every time we say tomorrow, I'm like, what?
No. See, basically, when we talk about chemiosmotic theory, it talks about how all these, protons and all the systems and photosystems are arranged. Okay, so more chemiosmotic is more photosynthesis chapter related than the respiration chapter. Okay, so that particular question alone just ignore. Once we finish the photosynthesis chapter, it will be easier for you to understand.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, wow. So just leave that. Go to the next question.
1 second, I'm not able to zoom in. I don't know what. 1 second, ma'am. What is this? Yeah, yes, ma'am. Wait, which page are we in? I'm in some 90th question of some chapter. Oh, yeah, this chapter only. Huh. Scroll. Yes, ma'am. The correct sequence of cell organelles during photorespiration.
MASD. The overall goal of glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport is the formation of
Ma'am, where are you?
which one? Oh, what is
Oh,
your
wait,
answer?
ma'am, 1 second. I'm in photosynthesis in higher plants. 1 second. I was reading that question.
Very nice.
That's why this question is not even there. Oh, this is mineral nutrition. Ma'am, 1 second. I'm just stuck in
12th
random.
one.
Yeah, this chapter is 14th chapter, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was 12th.
I'm
Photosynthesis.
not talking about 12th question there.
Oh, okay, 1 second, ma'am. I'm in photosynthesis. Yeah. 12th. The overall goal of glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport system is the formation of ATP. No, it's not nucleic acid, not sugar, not ATP in small stepwise units.
Correct. ATP in small stepwise units. Next one. 13th one.
All enzymes of the citric acid cycle are located in the mitochondrial matrix except one, which is located in the intermitochondrial membranes in eukaryotes and in cytosol in prokaryotes. It is not isocitrate dehydrogenase.
Mm.
It's not lactate dehydrogenase.
Mm.
It is succinate dehydrogenase.
Why?
Because maltate and lactate won't be used here. Isocitrate or succinate. Ma'am, I don't know. We haven't learned about this.
You gave a wild guess, no? Succinate dehydrogenase.
It's correct only.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
Because maltate, lactate is all for lactase, maltase, and all that. We don't need it. Succinate is some name I've heard.
Correct. Succinate dehydrogenase is the answer. Okay, next one.
How many ATP molecules could maximally be generated from one molecule of glucose if complete oxidation of 1 mole of glucose of CO2 each 6 blah, 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 blah. Ma'am, 57.
Why?
57 into 12 is almost 686.
Why 57?
How many ATP molecules
Uh,
can be generated from one molecule of glucose from if the complete oxidation of 1 mole of glucose to CO2 and H2O yields 686 calories. The useful chemical energy is available. What? I don't understand this question only.
how did you say? That is the correct answer. That is why I'm surprised. How did you say the correct answer?
7 into 12 is almost 686. Only two numerical value they're given. No.
But how did you know that you have to calculate the kilocalories? Was it a wild guess?
Ma'am, like, yeah. Like in physics and math, there's like a thing like if there's like two values given, the answer, there won't be any third formula in math. It is either add, subtract, divide, multiply. 57 into 10 is 570. 57 into 2 is 114. 517 is 114 is almost 684.
Mm.
So it is almost close to 686. I was like 557.
Very nice. Nice idea. Okay, yes. You just divide 686 divided by 12. You'll get the answer. That's the correct answer.
But 686 divided by 12 doesn't give 57. It's close
See,
to.
like this is a whole molecule. So now they're asking for a ATP molecule which is going to liberate 12 kilocalories.
57.16. 686
Yeah,
divided.
you'll get around 57 point something. So since that is the closest value here, we say 57.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it right.
Yeah, nice. That's why I was surprised.
Sunglasses, no, because I got it right.
Okay, next question.
Uh, during which stage in the complete oxidation of glucose, greatest number of ATPs formed from ADP.
Mm.
Not glycolysis.
Mm.
It is not Krebs cycle.
Mm.
It is not conversion of it is in the electron transport. No, 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 no.
I'm not giving you any facial expression. Don't look at my face and say the correct answer or not.
Ma'am.
It is electron transport chain only.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got it correct.
Yeah.
Because you told in electron transport chain banking, like mostly it is just conversion.
Yeah.
Whatever is already formed, only conversion of that takes place.
Mm.
In glycolysis,
See, the question is complete oxidation of glucose. The complete oxidation of glucose will get over only by then. No, that's the reason.
oh, not in the beginning of the.
Yeah.
During which stage, in glycolysis, during oxidation, electrons are removed by
Mm.
not molecular oxygen.
Electrons are removed by.
It is not glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate.
Okay.
It is not, it is NAD plus.
Yes. We learned regeneration of NAD plus also, remember?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Next one.
In alcohol fermentation,
Mm.
triose phosphate is electron donor, or acetaldehyde is electron acceptor. Triose phosphate is electron donor, pyruvic acid is electron acceptor. There is no electron donor, oxygen is the electron acceptor.
Mm.
In which this thing? In alcohol fermentation.
Mm.
Since it is alcohol fermentation, we should
There
forget
is no
oxygen.
external oxygen available.
Yeah. So we should
Yes.
forget about oxygen.
Yes.
And there is some electron donor. So the option, it cannot be option C and D.
Mm.
It has to be between A and B. Pyruvic acid will not be there. How can it be there? It is triose phosphate is the electron donor and acetaldehyde is the electron acceptor.
Pyruvic acid is the electron donor while acetaldehyde is the electron acceptor.
There is no option like that only.
There's no option, no?
There's
Where
option triose phosphate is electron donor, acetaldehyde is electron acceptor, triose phosphate is electron donor, pyruvic acid is electron acceptor.
Okay. Yes. So here, basically, what happens is alcohol fermentation happens in two steps. What are the two steps of alcohol fermentation?
Conversion of wait, alcohol. Conversion of alcohol to first they'll convert it to wait 1 second.
They can convert it to what?
I forgot.
See, basically pyruvate to acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde to ethanol.
Yeah, pyruvate to acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde to ethanol.
Okay. So here, basically your answer should be, once again.
Like the question, the options are wrong.
No, it's correct only. Triose phosphate is basically your enzyme.
Pyruvic acid is electron acceptor.
No. Like, see, it should have been instead of triose phosphate pyruvic acid. That's what I'm trying to clarify. Wait, it doesn't make sense to me.
Ma'am, just 1 second, I'll come back.
Yeah. I don't make all of them. But in
Yes, ma'am.
So the logic behind this answer is pyruvic acid is the electron donor, acetaldehyde is electron acceptor. That's correct. But the thing is that here they have not given you the pyruvic acid molecule.
Hmm.
The one that is before that is your triose phosphate. Triose phosphate is nothing but your gap.
Glyceraldehyde.
Mm.
Acetate.
Phosphate is only called as triose phosphate.
Hmm.
Okay. So since the closest molecule before that, which is going to give you pyruvic acid, is triose phosphate, that is the reason why the first answer is correct.
Oh.
Okay, wow. Had there been an option of pyruvic, then you should have chosen that.
Pyruvic acid is the electron donor and
Yeah.
acetaldehyde is electron acceptor.
Yeah. But now the closest molecule next to the pyruvic acid is triose phosphate. So the answer is triose phosphate.
Okay, ma'am.
Mm.
Next one is option B.
Okay, let me read the
Tricarboxylic
question.
acid
In which
cycle.
one of the following do the two names refer to one and the same thing? Yeah, option B, correct. Very good. Next one.
How many ATP molecules are produced by aerobic respiration of one molecule of glucose? 38.
That.
38. It's 38.
Sure,
And then
huh?
2 we lose, so you'll get 36. Correct only.
Okay, good. I'm just checking.
Oh,
Next one.
because I got many answers right, I'm going to put sunglass.
Next one.
Organisms which obtain energy by oxidation of reduced inorganic compounds are called.
Get the answer right. Nah, you should remove it. You didn't get this answer, no.
No, I didn't tell the answer only yet.
You are mortifying it itself is telling me.
It is not photoautotrophs.
Mm.
It is not saprozoic.
Okay.
Ma'am, if I get the answer right,
If you get the answer right, I don't know. Now you have a cherry. You can put your glasses on.
okay. The answer is
Tell me.
saprozoic. I'm joking.
Yeah.
It's coproheterotrophs. It's coproheterotrophs. It's coproheterotrophs. It's correct.
No,
I was
it's not.
joking.
It's not. It's not.
Sorry. You didn't hear me clearly. It's chemoautotrophs.
Hey.
You didn't
Hey, Bong. No way, no chance. You're wrong. It's wrong. That's it. God. You.
chemoautotrophs.
Da-da-da-da-da. Now I think I should wear. Where will I get this filter?
Ma'am, in videos, that up arrow if you press, you'll get.
Up arrow. I don't see any up arrow here.
Ma'am, next to your stop video, there'll be an arrow right next to microphone, next to video.
There is a mute video, stop video. There is
Go to settings. Go to
security.
settings.
Okay, settings. Is it?
And then go to video, backgrounds and filters.
You know, I think this particular Zoom on my laptop is not updated.
Then background and filters, you'll get it.
Yeah, so I don't have. I have my phone the same thing, but I don't have it in this one. That's the reason why I'm not able to. Had it be my phone, I can do it. Yes. Okay. So the answer is basically your chemoautotrophs. So what they do is they use the energy from the inorganic molecules around them, and then they make their own using that energy. That's why it's chemoautotroph. Okay. Yes. What is coproheterotroph?
Never heard of that name.
Tell me what is coproheterotroph.
Never heard of that name in my life.
Huh?
Never heard of that term in my life.
You've never heard of coproheterotrophs, sir? Coprophilus. No. So basically, coprophilus or coproheterotroph means organisms which Uh,
Other things for food.
other this one. So here, these organisms are going to get their nutrition from shit, cow dung. Yeah, those kind of organisms are called as coproheterotrophs.
Houseflies.
Yeah, you can say so, but not exactly. Yeah, kind of. Next one.
Cytochrome is
Mm.
metalloflavoprotein. Wrong.
Trust me, you don't know this. You don't know this. You're trying to guess randomly. You don't know this because I didn't teach you.
It's Fe containing porphyrin pigment.
What is porphyrin?
Don't know.
Just randomly porphyrin, huh?
I know perforin. I don't know porphyrin.
It's porphyrin is actually a molecule which is like okay, when we study biomolecules, you will understand the logic behind it.
So the answer is Fe containing porphyrin pigment.
Yeah. Yes, that's actually the correct answer.
That's how you take wild guesses.
Random guess. Okay, anyway, because others doesn't make much sense. When
Uh,
we learn about biomolecules, we'll clearly learn about what is this porphyrin molecule and all.
net gain of ATP molecules during respiration is 36 molecules.
Correct. Next one.
Which of the following statements about cytochrome P450 is wrong?
Hmm.
It contains ions. It has important role in metabolism. Correct. It is an enzyme involved in oxidation reaction. Correct.
Hmm.
It contains ions is the wrong answer. It cannot contain ions.
Ayyo. Go to the 21st question, no?
Cytochrome. Oh, sorry.
What was the answer there?
Colored. It is a colored cell.
So basically, in one cytochrome will not contain iron, in other cytochrome will contain iron.
Sorry. It is a colored cell.
Yeah, I was very surprised with your. You were so sure of it. Yes, it's a color cell is a wrong statement. It's not a colored cell. Okay, next one.
Which of the following is key to intermediate compound linking glycolysis to Krebs cycle?
Hmm.
It is acetyl CoA.
Very good. Are you an Arnab Goswami fan by any chance?
No.
Okay. Next one.
Krebs cycle, the FAD precipitates as acts as electron acceptors during the conversion of
Mm.
succinyl CoA to succinic acid. Huh.
I told you clearly
Oh,
that
fumaric acid to malic acid. Sorry. F for fumaric acid, F for mal.
no. I told you formation of fumaric acid. FF, remember it.
Oh, yeah, succinic acid to fumaric acid is the correct answer.
Now only one more option is there. That also you tell no. Huh?
Sorry, by mistake.
They kept telling. These are where I kept telling the clues, still you making mistake. Nice, very nice. Nalla varuva.
Mistake, ma'am, by mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
End product of fermentation is C2H5OH and CO2.
Correct. Next one.
Correct sequence for electron acceptor in ATP.
If you say this, I will give you a mala.
It's there on my notes. You only told yesterday.
What is it?
Wait.
It's there in the textbook also.
It is CYC1, CYA3, CYA.
No. The first A3 will be towards the end. Before
So
that, one C will come.
the correct answer is, ma'am, I'll tell you, ma'am, this is the correct answer. There's no beating this answer. It's option B.
Option?
B.
Sorry, it is option.
Ma'am, D only I'm telling.
Hey, you said B. That is why I asked again what option it is.
Option D. So once if I revise, I'll be able to answer all these questions properly.
Yes, most of the questions are something that we have already covered. See, don't get freaked out by those questions which are like in 1997 or 1988 and all. Those are very old ones.
Hmm.
Okay, so the chances of like them being asked right now in NEET is very, very less.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you revise everything and the textbook and whatever notes I'll be giving, it's more than sufficient. You'll be able to answer most of them. And if there is something new in this, you can
These are the question that will come in NEET, like not 1997 questions.
no generally like because that you could have done if it was AIMS or JIPMA paper. But since it's NEET, I don't think it will come anymore.
So the questions you gave in test are like only that will come in NEET.
I can't predict the questions directly, but yes, those
Like-
are not highly insignificant questions. It's a
Yeah.
very easy paper. You will definitely score full. If you don't, I will come and hit you.
Oh, okay. Then I will score full.
Yeah, it's easily, very easy it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so yeah, so now there are only like one more page of questions are left out. I want you to go through them on your own. Okay, go to 45th question. Tell me the answer for it.
Link between glycolysis and Krebs B oxidation of
Hmm.
it's link between glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and it's acetyl CoA. But that's where I'm wrong.
See, from when this question is being
Oxaloacetic acid. It's oxaloacetic acid. But
why?
that's also where I'm wrong. It's no. It's citric. No. What? What am I
Why?
saying? Ma'am, wait. Let me tell the
I
answer.
was proud of you for a second. Thanks for putting me down.
Ma'am, it is, ma'am, it is actually citric
Uh,
acid. It's citric acid only.
it's acetyl CoA.
It's citric acid.
Oh, why?
Oh, sorry. It's acetyl CoA. Link between glycolysis, Krebs cycle. I told correctly only.
Yeah. See, when this
You were
question
giving
was
that
asked,
reaction. You were giving that reaction like full down, so I thought it was wrong.
that's right. This is just you should be confident of your own answer. You
Yes,
should
ma'am.
have a second guess.
Hmm.
When was this question asked?
1992.
Now go up and check question number 6. When was that asked?
2013.
Yes. Now check question number 2.
2016.
Same question in different forms.
Hmm.
I told you, this question is important. So like this, when you practice questions, there will be very much repeated questions. Okay. Make sure you're remembering them.
Hmm.
Irrespective of the year. If it is repetitive, make sure you're remembering them. Okay. The others and all you told correctly, acetyl CoA. When it came to this particular question, you flopped it big time. Huh? So be careful. This is why I'm very scared. Let me just see. Okay, question number 49.
I should get 350 in NEET. Then I will in biology. I will be the happiest after that.
49th question.
49th.
Hmm.
EMP can produce a total of.
EMT can produce the total of.
Ma'am, such simple questions you're asking me.
Tell me the answer, no then.
EMP. What is EMP?
You only said such simple question. You only answer no. Answer none.
Oh, it is something pathway. Electron. Ma'am, wait, ma'am,
This is
I'll
called
answer.
overconfidence. You were all overconfident, no?
Ma'am, wait, ma'am, I'll answer.
Okay, I'm waiting, sir. I'm waiting.
EMP is which pathway only? Wait, ma'am, I forgot. Wait. EMP. Uh, Ma'am,
Hmm.
EMP
I'll sleep and get up.
basically glycolysis pathway, ma'am.
Finally. What is the full form of EMP? What
So
is wrong with
confusing,
your
what?
hair here? One is just protruding outside.
So it is 6 ATP.
Wrong. It is wrong.
Ma'am, it's correct.
Yeah.
It's sorry. It's 8 ATP, 2 is gone, so 6 correct. 8 ATP.
Yeah. So until and unless they don't use this word net gain.
Then it is 6.
Yeah, only if they use net gain, it is 6. If they ask in total how much, na 8. That is gross total. Please understand the question, okay? 6 is also correct answer had it been net gain.
Net gain, yes, ma'am.
Okay, EMP full form is Emden Mayer of Parnas.
Oh yeah.
They asked this question. They've asked this several times. EMPs. What is the full form of it?
Obviously, I'll remember if I see the option only, I'll tell off it's correct.
Which one?
Like if E and some weird end in Meyerhoff and all comes means I'll know that's the correct option.
But you should know it by heart, no?
Okay, ma'am. RQ is the ratio of CO2 produced to O2 consumed.
Yeah.
End
Correct.
product of glycolysis is pyruvic acid. RQ is CO2 by O2. NADP plus produces reduced.
Wait, Ayo. What is the 48th question? Answer.
Cornering link between glycolysis Krebs cycle before pyruvate entering Krebs cycle is changed to acetyl CoA.
When was this question asked?
1990.
It's a favorite question. Okay. Next one, 42.
Oxidative phosphorylation is the production of NADPH. No. ATP in ATP in respiration.
Very good. Okay. 43rd question.
At temperature above 35 degrees Celsius, rate of photosynthesis will decline. Rate of respiration will decline earlier than that of there is no rate of respiration will decline earlier than that of photosynthesis.
Rate of photosynthesis will decline earlier than that of respiration.
Okay, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that. That's why I'm telling you the answer. Okay.
I think I should finish one unit and then answer neat questions for entire unit.
That's okay. You can answer now also. Now also you almost answered
And now
everything.
also like these questions and all, I'll know if I had done photosynthesis and that entire unit.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. Question number 33.
Ma'am, why ma'am? Randomly.
Yeah. I'm just seeing which are the most
33. When
Yeah.
yeast ferments glucose, the products obtained are ethanol
Mm,
and
mm.
CO2.
Okay, very good. 39.
End product of citric acid Krebs cycle is citric acid cycle. Why ma'am? It's pyruvic acid. But that's wrong.
End product of Krebs cycle.
It's citric acid itself. It's called citric acid cycle, no?
Okay, now tell me what is the full reaction for a respiration of glucose molecule? Like C6H12O6 in the presence of oxygen will break down and give you what and what?
Oh, CO2 plus H2O.
Yes, and energy molecule.
Energy
So
molecule.
the
The
CO2
answer
and
is,
H2O is formed in that Krebs cycle.
huh?
The CO2 and H2O, no? Where it is formed in the Krebs cycle. Okay. And then the remaining energy molecules are going to be formed in the other two cycles.
Other two cycles.
Got the logic behind it? Okay, cool. Now, 38th question.
Out of 38 ATP molecules produced by glucose, 32 are formed in NADH, Fa2H2 in respiratory chain.
Why respiratory chain?
Because in Krebs cycle, 32 ATPs are not formed in the form of NADH and FAD because only 24 is formed in Krebs cycle. In EMP pathway, only 8 is formed. In oxidative decarboxylation, remaining is formed, like 2 or something are formed. So it has to be respiratory chain.
Very good. So here when they're telling respiratory chain, they're talking about the entire respiratory chain.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit tricky or I will say idiotic question. Yeah.
But, since
But
I'm
but
not
still,
in
many would have got wrong, but since Akshay, the great, knows the answer, I'm very happy.
yeah.
Okay. So I think we have covered almost all the questions here.
Apparatus used to measure rate of respiration is called respirometer. It is not manometer,
Manometer is used for?
something else.
Yes, it's respirometer only.
Ma'am, manometer is used to this thing, no pressure.
Then what is the other meter there?
That I know, I don't know.
That and all you don't know. I should not know.
Photometer.
You study, no?
Okay.
Where is the question? I lost the question. Which question are we in?
40th.
Okay. Just a second. Yes. Wait. 48.
40th.
48. Okay. Yes. What is photometer?
Light, I think.
Oxynometer is used to measure photosynthesis rate. Okay.
Manometer is blood pressure.
Yeah, when we talk, yes, sphygmomanometer is blood pressure. Photometer is the rate of transpiration.
Photometer is rate of transpiration. Oxynometer is rate of photosynthesis. Manometer is pressure. Respirometer is rate of respiration and RQ.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So I will try sending today. I can't. Tomorrow I will try sending the PPT because tomorrow is my off day.
One day, maximum 1 day before our next class. So
Yeah. I'll try sending. Okay, and next we'll start with cells.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'll see you on Tuesday now.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. See you on
Okay. See
Tuesday.
you. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Yeah. Thank you.